very gratifying. Thank you all very much.
Maggie, if you don't watch out, one of these days, you're going to be working for James.
That's right, I'll have your job.
I don't doubt that.
Our next presentation will be the Alcott Award for Best First Novel. And the Alcott Award goes to James Braun for Beyond Midnight.
Thank you. This is such a great honor. I want to thank my parents, my sister, all my friends from the block. Their stories were such an inspiration. Of course, none of this would have been possible
What is it, Maggie?
without the tireless support and encouragement of my editor, Maggie Livingston.
Sure you're okay?
I'm fine.
And so we lay to rest Maureen Livingston, beloved mother of Margaret, beside her husband, that they may be joined forever with God above. He is the rock. His work is perfect. For all his ways are judgment, a God of truth.
Probably all for the best, I suppose. Poor Maureen was sick so many years. I'm sure it was a relief to finally die.
We're not a very tactful bunch, are we?
I think it's a family curse.
So how are you holding up?
I'm fine.
You're fine, fine. You're always fine. You're Maggie the Rock. Come on, cuz, talk to me. How are you?
You're a sweetheart, but really, I'm okay.
Mommy!
Oh, what is it, honey?
I fell down.
Oh, well, hey, it's just a bump. Hey, you know what? If I rub my elbow and then I rub your elbow, it'll be all better. It's something only mothers can do for their little girls.
It worked. It's all better.
You see?
I'm gonna go run even faster.
What are you looking for, Mags? You're holding on to those papers like they were the winning lottery numbers.
They're adoption papers. They're my adoption papers.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
Because I promised Dad I would keep it a secret. Besides, you know how Mom was. I mean, the smallest thing would throw her into a depression. She'd be sick for months. She wanted me to be her little girl and nobody else's.
But what about you?
I was fine. But now, she can't be hurt anymore.
Says the mother's hometown was Pinecrest. Where is that?
It's up in the mountains somewhere. I don't know. There's nothing here. It's all been crossed off.
Well, look, there's a witness, an Agnes Landry. And there's... Well, there's nothing else. Well, I guess that's about it.
Well, that was something of a letdown. Come on, we should get back to the others.
Okay, folks, settle down. A lot of work to do.
Well, that'll be something new and different.
That would be funny, Harlan, if it weren't so true in your case.
Let's see. Top of the list. Oh, boy. It is once again time for the annual Berkeley Russell Sojourn.
Loser.
Harlan. Looks like it's your turn.
Come on, Todd. The guy's all washed up. He hasn't written anything in 4 years.
Berkeley Russell's a brilliant writer, Harlan.
Was.
We have a contract for his next book, so think of it as a vacation. I understand it's beautiful in Pinecrest this time of year.
Pinecrest. Perfect. Sounds like someplace Andy Griffith would live.
I'll go.
Where?
To Pinecrest. You need someone to go, I'll go.
Are you sure? It's way up in the mountains.
Don't fight her on it, Todd. I mean, I was really looking forward to the trip. But who am I to stand in her way?
Always a gentleman.
All right. Let's move on. We got a lot to cover today. Thank you.
Waitress,
So, what's with you volunteering to go see Berkeley Russell?
He's won 2 American Literature Awards. I think you'd want someone like me to go.
No, that's not it, Maggie. You hate this kind of trip, remember? Besides, I can always tell when you're holding something back.
So you read minds now?
No, I don't have to. Your mouth does this little thing. Oh, see? See, look, you're doing it right now. You are not going to tell me what this is all about, are you? You win. I give up. There's just no getting to you, is there?
In some circles, they call that strength. It's considered an asset.
Well, hey, if it makes you happy, it's all that matters.
Excuse me.
I'm Maggie Livingston. I have a reservation.
Oh, I expected you hours ago.
Sorry, I was delayed.
So, what brings you to Pinecrest?
Business. A meeting?
Oh. Oh, you're one of those book people come out to see Burke Russell. I don't know why you people keep wasting your time.
Anyways, I was telling you before, there was this apartment we ran up to a cabin.
Coffee?
Yes.
Back in a sec.
Thank you.
We're thinking of putting Crystal on the Olympic track team.
Nobody stood a chance against her, I'm sure.
I'll be right back with your order, Drew.
So you just passing through?
Visiting for a couple of days.
Good. Good. We're trying to encourage more tourists.
I'm supposed to meet with a writer who lives in town. Berkeley Russell. You know him?
Know him? Oh, hell, nobody in town have anything to talk about if it wasn't for Berkeley Russell.
Folks in Pinecrest have a great love of idle gossip.
It's not gossip if it's the truth.
What do you know about him?
Well, only that he murdered his girlfriend.
Now, Crystal, that's not true.
Well, even if it's not, it's probably a lot more interesting than the real truth.
Just ignore that. He's a decent man, I suppose. He's just had some hard times.
Excuse me.
What the?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
You always sneak up on people?
I didn't really sneak up.
It's private property. You're trespassing.
Well, you don't have a phone and there's no buzzer at the gate. What was I supposed to do?
You're supposed to stay away. That's the point.
Wow, we got off on the wrong foot. If I could just introduce myself.
I don't care who you are. I want you off my property.
If you'd let me finish a sentence, I can explain. My name is Maggie Livingston, and I'm with Chadway Publishing.
Not again! I told you people to leave me alone.
We just wanted to see if you were working on anything.
I don't write anymore. And furthermore, if I ever change my mind, Chadway Publishing will be the last to know. Now that we have that settled, get off my property. And if I ever catch one of you around here again, I'll have you arrested.
We have a contract with you for another book. So if you want to play hardball, we can sue.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna put a gun to my head and make me write?
You know, that's sounding like a better idea by the minute.
Let me give you a hint. If you ever want to be a successful corporate diplomat, you need to start by not threatening the talent.
Jenny. Jenny. I am so sorry. So sorry.
Mama.
Oh, baby.
I think you've mistaken me for someone else.
Mama, that's enough now. I'm sorry. She gets a little confused sometimes. I know.
Who's Jenny?
I beg your pardon?
Well, she was calling me Jenny.
Oh, she was mistaken. It's nothing. Ignore it. Shh.
Oh, I'll see you on Wednesday. Don't forget that pie. Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Heard you had a terrible run-in with Burke Russell.
Good news travels fast.
Someone said he swung an axe at you.
No. Who's that?
Who? Oh, that's Celia Barton. Lives across the street with her mother, Lily. Not very social people, the Bartons.
The mother called me Jenny last night. Do you know who that is?
Oh, of course I do. Everybody knows about Jenny Barton. You don't forget something like that, even though it has been 30 years.
Why? What happened?
She killed herself, that's what. Jenny Barton and Paul Hadley jumped right off of Sumner's Ravine.
Suicide?
Now, it would have been sweet if it wasn't so sad. They were in love, but they couldn't be together, so they went out to the ravine and jumped.
That's horrible. Why couldn't they be together?
Well, the Hadleys own the mill. They've always been like royalty in this town. And old man Hadley only wanted the best of everything for his sons.
And Jenny Barton wasn't good enough.
Wouldn't have been for him. And the funny thing is, nobody even knew they were having an affair. And trust me, it is hard to keep a secret in this town.
I don't doubt it.
Oh, that is certainly pretty. It looks expensive.
Oh, it was a gift.
Wish I got gifts like that. Oh, not a very friendly man, that writer. Keeps himself holed up most of the time.
Maybe he likes to be alone.
Sure. Axe murderers usually do.
Hi again.
You have a bad habit of sneaking up on people.
I had a funny feeling you'd try and avoid me.
Well, at least you're a good judge of character.
I brought you a peace offering. We got off on a bad start yesterday, and I thought we could try again.
I don't think your joke's very funny. You haven't heard the rumors? You know, the ones that say I'm an alcoholic?
Well, hello again.
Hi, you're, Drew. I met you yesterday at the cafe.
Jerry, this is... Actually, I don't think I caught your name.
Maggie Livingston.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, Maggie's here to see Burke Russell. By the way, how did that go?
Oh, I think it would classify as a total strikeout.
Well, Burke's an odd one. He kind of fell apart after that last book.
Are you staying in town for a while?
No, I'm heading back later today. Just went to do a little research first, find out something about the town.
Hell, you want to know anything about Pinecrest? Mayor Hadley's the man to ask.
Mayor Hadley.
Drew's done more for this town than anybody.
Now, Jerry.
It's absolutely the truth.
Sounds like you're really dedicated to Pinecrest.
Well, my family were the first to settle here, and it would be a shame if the town went under on my watch.
You know what? I know he'd love to stay and talk, but we're already late for a meeting. Drew, bye-bye.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep you.
No, it's all right. Drop by anytime. I'll fill you in a little Pinecrest history.
Okay, thanks.
Why are you following me?
Actually, I wasn't looking for you. I came here to do some work.
You are persistent, I'll give you that.
Look, I'm sorry about earlier. Honestly, I had no idea.
If you have work, then please do it. Quietly.
Excuse me.
What?
I don't mean to disturb you, but could I look at that newspaper for just a minute?
You know, if you're spying on me, I have to tell you this isn't a very subtle method.
You're not the only reason I came to Pinecrest.
Well, that's the first intriguing thing you've said. What would you want with this paper if not to find out what I'm working on?
Working on? Funny, I seem to remember the words, "I don't write anymore," coming from your lips. If you are working on a book, we do have right of first refusal.
What I choose to do with my own time has nothing to do with you or your company.
I'm not trying to be difficult.
Why are you here?
I shouldn't have interrupted your work. I'll come back later.
You don't like to give much away, do you, Miss Livingston?
To be honest, Mr. Russell, your behavior doesn't exactly invite confidences.
Are you calling me something of a bore?
If that's how you want to take it.
Why don't we have dinner? My house?
Dinner.
Well, don't sound too excited. It might go to my head.
Well, if I'd known all I had to do was call you a bore, I would have done it when we first met.
I like people who aren't afraid to speak their minds. So how about it?
I don't think it's a good idea.
Good. 6 o'clock.
You're not listening to me.
No, I am listening. I just don't like what I'm hearing, so I'm blocking it out. It's what writers do. We create our own worlds.
That must make everything a lot easier for you.
You have no idea. So?
What should I bring?
A Chardonnay. Something full-bodied.
I thought you said you didn't drink.
I never said that. I only said there were rumors.
You're not a very nice man.
I know. But the expression on your face was priceless.
Well, you let me know what you're looking for. Maybe I can help.
A woman who lived here, but it was over 30 years ago. Agnes Landry. Ring any bells?
Sure couldn't forget Agnes. Great legs.
You know her?
Well, you're not gonna find her under Landry. That's your problem. Landry is her maiden name. She married Jacob Tarkington.
Tarkington?
They were a good couple. Passed away within 6 months of one another.
She's dead?
Agnes? Sure. Agnes and Jacob died over 15 years ago.
Thank you. Hi. I noticed that you have a room for rent.
Yes, we could always use the extra money. Are you looking for a room?
No. I really just wanted a chance to talk to you. Last night, was that your mother?
Yes, I should keep a better eye on her, I guess. I'm sorry about all that.
Actually, I was a little curious. She kept calling me Jenny. Was that your sister?
Mama's getting on, and she relives a lot of old memories, and sometimes she just gets confused.
Do I look like Jenny?
Maybe in the dark you bore a passing resemblance, but Mama just made a mistake, that's all.
Do you have a picture?
Are you a journalist?
No.
Because I don't like journalists. They almost drove Mama crazy back when everything happened.
No, I promise you I'm not a journalist.
Then what do you want with a girl who's been dead longer than she was alive?
I want to know if she had a baby.
Who are you?
I'm sorry. It's very important.
She was 18. She never had a child. She was hardly more than a child herself.
Six o'clock on the dot. I'm impressed. You can come in, you know. I almost have everything burned to perfection.
Sounds inviting.
It is. Thank you. A full-bodied Chardonnay. Now you're 2 for 2. Make yourself comfortable.
You have a beautiful house.
Thanks.
It smells wonderful.
It's actually quite good. Kid has a future.
I certainly hope so. I'm his editor.
Really? So who's got the talent, the kid or you?
James is remarkable. I'm just a glorified proofreader.
And that's all?
Well, I'm a very good proofreader.
Why don't you have a seat? Dinner's almost ready. You can change the music if you want.
Dexter Washington, the Piedmont Sessions. It's perfect.
You know you're making it very difficult to dislike you. Voila.
You're full of surprises. It looks incredible.
You expected a TV dinner?
Well, after our first couple of meetings, I half expected to be dinner.
Dig in, it's best while it's hot. It was a crazy time. Press tours, book signings, different city every day.
I imagine it seems surreal at times.
It's strange. You know, you sit for so many months all alone, just you, the words, this little world you're trying to create, and then suddenly it's over. And you're forced back to reality, surrounded by people who act as if they're your best friend.
They're just hoping to get close to you.
They don't even know me.
Of course they do. They know your books and they love them. It's only natural for people to want to feel a connection to the things I love.
Maybe so. Did you start off as a writer?
Not all editors are failed writers.
That's not what I meant. You love books. You're obviously a very intelligent woman. You never tried to write yourself?
Do you know Todd Granger, who runs Chadway now? He started out as a writer.
Did you ever try to write?
Yes, when I was younger.
And? Were you any good?
No. I discovered I didn't like putting my feelings on display.
That's always the worst part.
Is that why you stopped writing?
I found out that stories can be a lot more powerful than we think.
So this book you're working on now, is it a happy story?
It's a love story. And like all good love stories, it has a tragic ending.
You're not exactly an optimist, are you?
I'm a realist.
So what is this tragic tale?
It's the story of two young kids who loved each other so much that they were willing to face death just to stay together.
And where does it take place?
Right here in Pinecrest. There's nothing half so sweet in life as love's young dream.
Thomas More?
Very good. I'm thinking that's what I'll call it. Love's dream.
This story, is it about Jenny Barton and Paul Hadley?
You've heard it?
I met the family. The mother mistook me for Jenny.
Really?
It was dark.
Maybe you're the long-lost baby.
There wasn't a baby.
Maybe. Maybe not. Jenny did disappear for a few months before she died.
Then there must be a record. Somewhere. Hospital.
Nothing I've been able to find. Why the keen interest?
It's a fascinating idea. How much have you written?
About half.
Is there any chance you'd let me take a look at it? I'd keep it strictly confidential until you gave me the go-ahead. My word.
I'll give you 2 chapters. You can take them overnight. We'll see what develops.
I look forward to it.
So do I.
Thanks for inviting me. I had a wonderful time.
I don't know how it got to be so late.
With thee conversing, I forget all time.
Milton. Paradise Lost.
Yeah.
These are for you.
Thank you. For dinner and for trusting me.
I have been wanting to do that for the last hour. And I'm sorry if it was inappropriate.
No, it was nice. I was just surprised.
Yeah, me too.
Wow, it's late.
Yeah.
I should probably go.
Of course.
Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Out so early?
I've got a full day.
Really? What's keeping you so busy?
Research.
Hard to imagine, isn't it? The kind of determination it would take to take that little tiny step.
They must have loved each other a lot.
I suppose they did.
How did you get way out here?
I walked. I still have 2 feet, don't I?
Of course.
You know, I'm not crazy or senile. I was just confused the other night. I'm sorry if you were upset.
To tell you the truth, I was a little intrigued.
I miss her. Jenny was my daughter, you know. She was such a free spirit. She got that from her father. God forgive his soul. When the 2 of them went at it, I mean, fireworks flew.
When did he die?
He had a heart attack about a year after Jenny died.
Did he know that she was seeing Paul Hadley?
She wouldn't say. No matter what Frank did, she wouldn't tell us who the boy was. We only found out when they were...
Maybe you should step away from the edge.
I let Frank send her away. He thought she was throwing her chance for a future away on some boy. I didn't know how much she loved him, though. She came back, and they met secretly. They must have made their decision right here. The only way to be together was to die together.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, too.
Bert, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Is there a problem?
Why are you bringing all this up again?
What are you talking about?
Talking about Jenny Barton.
It's all right there in the book lady's notes.
She gave you her notes?
Thank God. Or we'd never known the kind of trash you're trying to peddle.
I should have known better. What is wrong, Drew? You afraid of the truth?
I thought you learned your lesson on that last book. I'm not going to stand by and watch you drag the town through this again.
I'll write what I want, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I'm not going to let him talk to you like that.
I always knew there was something wrong with him.
I'm disappointed in you, Burke. Very disappointed!
When she was 5 or 6, we used to find her way up top of this old tree.
We had one too, a huge oak out back. Oh, I used to stay up there for hours.
Were you hiding from the world too?
Maybe a little.
Mama, I thought you were inside asleep.
I don't spend my whole life sleeping. I was out, getting a little fresh air. Thank you, sweetie.
Anytime. We went for a walk.
Thank you. I'm sure Mama enjoyed it.
Morning! I didn't know how early you got up. Writers tend to keep strange schedules. I read the pages.
What exactly does the word confidential mean to you?
What?
Because we obviously have different meanings. What it means to me, and I believe this is fairly standard outside of the world of lawyers and editors, is that no one else gets access.
I haven't said a word to anyone.
You didn't have to. You gave them your notes, which apparently were quite thorough.
Someone saw my notes.
Everybody has seen your notes. There's probably more copies in print than my book will ever see. I should have known better than to trust your people.
I promise you, I didn't.
Your promises aren't worth a lot right now.
Well, somebody must have taken them. I certainly...
I don't want excuses. What I want is for you to go away and leave me alone.
Well, fine. Then you might as well have these back, because I certainly don't want to be accused of piracy next.
At this stage, it's sort of a moot point.
Practically hit Drew Hadley, called him all sorts of names. Oh, I think the book lady's on her way down. You wouldn't believe it, stayed out at his place till all hours last night.
I'm checking out.
What about my bill?
You don't want me to tell you where to stick that.
Well, I never.
What can I do for you?
I was hoping I could rent your spare room for a couple of days, if it's still available.
Oh, you're leaving Viv's place?
Who could blame her? We'd be delighted to have you.
Yes. Yes, we would. Come on in. I'll show you upstairs.
Thank you.
Oh, it's sort of musty in here. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be. Is this Jenny?
Oh, yeah. She was pretty, wasn't she?
That's not you, is it?
Can you believe it? Ooh, feels like about 1,000,000 years ago.
You were adorable.
Oh. Well, it seems strange to me. The rest of us just keep getting older and older, and Jenny will always be 18 and smiling. I heard in town that Burke Russell is doing a book about Jenny.
He has a great deal of respect for your sister. And he's a very talented writer.
Well, I know. I've read all his books. Well, I figure if anybody's gonna tell Jenny a story, she deserves for it to be somebody as good as Burke Russell.
He'd appreciate that.
You two get along?
Nobody's been able to make me that mad in years. I just wish our last meeting hadn't been such a disaster.
Well, maybe you could talk to him about it.
I don't think I'll get the chance. I've been banished forever.
Well, last I heard, the Pinecrest Bar is a public place. That's where Burke is every Friday night. He loves those pool tables.
$9 corner pocket.
We are definitely having a communication problem.
I understood what you said. I just ignored it.
Afraid of blowing the deal? Losing the first Berkeley Russell book in 4 years.
I couldn't care less about the book. I mean, the book's brilliant. At least it's on its way to being brilliant, but that's not why I came.
Care to elaborate?
I'm really sorry about what happened. Viv stole the notes from my room. I know how angry you must be.
I doubt that. Is that why you came?
I didn't like the way we let things end.
So write me a letter.
You don't have to be such a about this. I just wanted to talk.
About the book?
About last night.
Last night was a mistake. Just act like it never happened.
I don't think I want to do that.
Your choice. But you know what? That's what I'm gonna do.
Do you always run away when things start getting difficult?
I don't run away. I leave. There's a difference.
You can't hide yourself away in a cabin for the rest of your life.
Sure I can, Maggie. You see, I'm almost as good at hiding as you are. Only I just can't keep it all bottled up like you do.
You don't know anything about me.
And I won't. Nobody will, because you won't let them.
You make it sound like I do it on purpose.
You do. So do I. Stay strong, untouchable, that way you won't get hurt.
Oh, right. Your love equals tragedy theory. Well, have you ever been in love? Do you know how it feels?
Yeah, I do.
And was it really such a tragedy?
I killed her. Would you classify that as a tragedy?
What?
Come on, don't tell me you didn't hear that story. Berkeley Russell, murderer.
What happened?
Doesn't matter. Won't bring her back.
Hello?
You're working awfully late.
Hey, I was wondering if we'd ever hear from you.
Well, I haven't had much luck yet. Now I know why nobody else wanted this assignment.
Yeah, he's quite a handful, isn't he?
He told me that he killed someone. Did you know about that?
Well, he didn't actually kill somebody. His fiancée OD'd while he was out on tour.
Oh. That must have been terrible for him.
Yeah, he was devastated. So, you plan on heading back tomorrow? We could really use you here.
I don't think I'm ready to give up on him yet. Just give me a couple more days, okay?
Look, go ahead and take the weekend, but I want you back here Monday.
All right.
I'll see you soon.
Bye. Burke? Burke? Burke! Ah!
Hey, this looks like the stuff. Hey,
What the? Let's get out of here. Are you okay?
The fire, your work!
No.
They destroyed everything. My computer, all my notes, my papers. Even a backup disk. It's all ruined.
Aren't there any other copies?
Only these. 2 chapters. 6 months worth of work.
It's a place to start.
I am not going to let them intimidate me.
It's just a book. You don't destroy a person's home over a book.
People have done worse.
It was 30 years ago. That's ancient history now.
Maybe Jenny Barton and Paul Hadley's jump wasn't their idea. Maybe it was murder. I think they were pushed from the top of Sumner's Ravine.
They were just kids who would do something like that.
Drew! Open the door!
Oh, this better be good.
You are not going to get away with this.
What are you talking about?
Burke's house was vandalized and all of his work was destroyed.
I don't know anything about that. Look, people sometimes take things into their own hands. There's nothing I can do about it.
You're the mayor.
The next time you want to start to write about people's lives, maybe you better check out all the facts first.
Which facts, Drew? Exactly what is the truth?
You're not interested in the truth, Burke. You're just interested in dirt.
What are you hiding? Where were you the day your brother fell to his death? Is this the way it was that day at the ravine?
I'm not going to let you do to my life what you did to Lorraine's.
Was Lorraine your fiancée? Talk to me, please.
Doesn't matter anymore.
It matters to me.
Lorraine was my muse. And my friend. We were together for 5 years before I finally proposed. You remember April Songs?
Your last book.
Well, that was based on Lorraine's life. All the events that I found fascinating and endearing, her family and friends found distasteful and scandalous. After the book appeared, they disowned her. Cut her off completely.
That's what happened in the book.
Then what?
She refuses to live on their terms. She takes her own life.
Her suicide note? The last page of my book, ripped out and signed.
I'm really sorry.
Lorraine always had a bit of a dramatic flair. So what do you think? That sound like a good enough reason to stop writing?
You can't stop living your own life.
I already have.
Then what about us? Do we just give up before we begin?
We don't have anything. It was a moment that passed. No, don't get to know me. You said it yourself, I'm not a very nice man.
You're looking for Lily?
I can't find her.
Would she have gone to the ravine?
Better go check.
I'll go with you.
Mama. I could have prevented it all if I'd been stronger.
Mama. Mama, it's all right. It's all right, Mama. I'm here now. Everything will be fine. Fine.
It's too late for that now. We'll never know what she would have looked like all grown up.
I'll take care of you, Mama, just like I always have.
Who took care of her all these years?
Who is she talking about?
It must be Jenny.
No, I don't think so.
I held her just like this, just before Frank took her away.
Who, Mama? Who did you hold?
The baby. Jenny's little girl.
You're not remembering right, Mama. Jenny never had a baby.
When you sent Jenny away, it wasn't because of a boy, was it? It's because she was pregnant.
We didn't have any choice. She was too young to have a child.
What? She had a little girl.
And you never told me all these years.
You were so confused when we sent Jenny away. And there was no way we could tell you the truth.
Poor Jenny.
Agnes said she cried herself to sleep every night.
Agnes?
It's Aunt Agnes. That's Mama's sister. It's where Jenny was all those months.
Agnes Landry.
Yes. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You can send the bill to Mayor Hadley's office. It appears we have switched places.
It's good to see you.
I had to return the books that were in ashes.
I thought you were going to start over.
I changed my mind.
You can't quit.
I don't have the passion for this kind of fight anymore. Maybe he's right. Maybe it's just best to let things lie.
I don't believe that.
It's all buried history anyway. You know, a young love got trampled. It happens every day.
Not to me, it doesn't. And there's no way I'm going to let him get away with it.
What is it with you in this story? You act like it's a personal vendetta.
You were right. Jenny Barton did have a baby.
How do you know?
Because her mother told me. Burke, it's me. I'm Jenny's baby.
I was just kidding when I said that.
Yeah, well, you thought you were kidding.
Are you sure?
Yes. So you see, it is personal.
Maggie, this is a surprise.
You said I could come if I ever had any questions about Pinecrest.
Well, now's not the best time.
I want to know what you thought the day you saw this headline.
Gentlemen, why don't you just go right on in? I'll be there in just a minute.
Did you eat breakfast with those two faces staring back at you?
I want both of you out of my office right now.
Or did you even care? Should I call the sheriff?
No, that won't be necessary. I think Miss Livingston is finished with her business in Pinecrest.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not. I need your help.
What can I do?
Right.
What's the point, Maggie? Huh? What will it prove?
I don't know, but if you don't, their deaths will be meaningless.
That's never gonna change.
Then do it for me.
You know countless writers, Maggie. I'm sure there's someone better for the job.
No, there isn't. We both know that. Let me be your muse.
Do you always manage to get your way?
No.
You're right. I'm too sympathetic to him up front. Gives away the story. Maggie?
Oh, yeah. It'll make a much stronger opening.
What were you just thinking about?
I was just realizing how circumstantial this all is. Witness, name of a town. Just wish I had something more concrete.
Do you believe it's true?
I don't know. I mean, what if I want to believe it so badly that I'm seeing something that isn't there?
Come here. Sometimes just believing is enough.
I haven't been able to do a lot of that in my life.
Maybe you can start here.
I think I could learn how to believe in that.
Maybe we can both start to believe in something. Done this in a really long time.
Me either. We have all night to practice. What are you doing over there?
Enjoying the view. You want some coffee?
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of work to do.
Mm-hmm.
You're not paying attention.
Oh, I'm paying lots of attention. Morning.
You're back.
How's Lily?
She's fine. She's taking a nap.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I will be. Takes some getting used to.
I want to apologize for yesterday. I just ran off and I should have at least called.
You were with Burke Russell?
Yeah.
I thought that. I've been doing a lot of thinking, actually, about all your questions and about how you seem to recognize Agnes's name. You knew there was a baby, didn't you?
I hoped there was.
How come?
I was adopted when I was only a couple of months old. Never knew my birth family. All I had to go on were my adoption papers. But they didn't tell me much.
Well, what did they say?
That my mother was from Pinecrest, and the witness's name was Agnes Landry.
I thought you were gonna say something like that.
I just wish I could be sure.
I'm open to suggestions.
Is there anything of Jenny's that could tell us more?
There's a hope chest upstairs in the attic that Mama put there after Jenny died. I don't think it's been touched since.
Could we go look?
Why not? It's buried up here someplace.
Did you ever hear rumors that maybe Jenny and Paul didn't jump, that they were pushed?
Yeah, we heard a lot of rumors in those days.
Well, I confronted Drew Hadley about it. Drew? He was scared to death, you could tell.
I can't believe he'd do something like that.
Well, I'm pretty sure he did it. I just don't know how to prove it. Wow. Jenny doll. It's signed Drew.
So is this one. Love, Drew.
Drew.
They all are. My God, they're all from Drew Hadley.
I don't understand. Why would he keep it a secret all this time?
Here they are. He's got his arm around her. They look so happy. What?
This was hers.
And you're the baby. You're Jenny's little girl.
Yeah, that's who I am.
Well, we have to tell Mama.
Then Drew's my father. Oh my God. Oh my God. All those awful things I said to him. Oh my God, I have to find him. I have to tell him.
Well, if you see him, would you please have him give me a call? Thank you.
Mayor Hadley, is he here?
What did you do to him yesterday?
Do you know where he is?
He was in this morning. He was acting so strange. And then he just walked out.
Did he say anything?
He said goodbye. It was like he wasn't planning on coming back.
Thank you. I can't find Drew anywhere.
Well, where else can we look?
Sumner's Ravine.
I'll drive.
You told me if I ever had a question about Pinecrest.
So it was that day to Ravine. What are you hiding?
Or did you even care?
Where were you when your brother was telling me his
I
dead?
have a question. I want to know how you felt the day you saw us.
What are you hiding? What exactly
Or
is
did
it
you
you're
even
doing?
care? Drew, don't!
You were right. Those faces do stare back at me. They have for 30 years. It's time they stopped.
This isn't what Jenny would want. She loved you.
Be careful, Drew.
Please come away from the edge.
Why?
For me.
It's Jenny's. I gave that to her.
I know.
Where did you get it?
I found it in my adoption papers.
She gave this to our little girl. That's what she told me.
Yeah. I couldn't stand to lose you too.
You look like her.
I do.
Yes. Your eyes. I thought everything was lost, but I can see her in your eyes.
We were almost too late, Drew. We just found your letters this morning.
Why didn't you tell anybody?
Didn't seem important at the time. Jenny and Paul were gone. There was nothing I could have done to prevent it.
You were here that day.
Jenny had come back into town. We were going to meet out here, run away together, elope. We thought that if we were married, they would give us back the baby. You. We thought they'd have to give you back to us.
What happened to Jenny?
Paul followed me to the ravine. He kept saying that Jenny would ruin my life, the family would cut me off. And so we fought out by the edge of the cliff. He lost his balance and stumbled into Jenny, and I watched them fall forever.
It wasn't your fault.
Everyone thought that they were lovers, and I figured that was appropriate. I didn't deserve to call her mine.
You've been punishing yourself all these years.
You know what it's like to feel that helpless?
Yeah, I do.
I always wondered why she never said goodbye. We were so close. It just wasn't like Jenny.
No, it wasn't. She'd never do anything to hurt you. She loved you. She loved both of you.
I want to know all about her.
And I'll tell you.
But I feel like I have a family again.
Does this mean you're gonna stay for a while?
Looks that way. Explore my roots, that sort of thing.
Well, then maybe you can help me out with a little project.
The book.
No, much bigger than the book. Remember that theory I had?
Love equals tragedy.
Yeah, that's the one. I'm beginning to believe that's really just a big bunch of crap.
You're so eloquent.
I have a way with words. It's what I do for a living.
Well, if I didn't know better, I'd say you almost sound optimistic.
I'm tired of tragedies. I'm ready for something new.
You're not gonna write a happy ending, are you?
I hope so. I really hope so.